Okay, now that we have our stair starting post and our stair landing post set, plumbed and everything, we need to put the intermediate in. So the intermediate post looks like this. It says intermediate on the top. So when we set this on here, these will run pretty close to the same. If you measure from the center of this post that has holes to the front of your nose here, we're about 4.5 inches. Check this one up here, and this one's the same, it's about 4.5 inches. So this intermediate will probably be close to that 4.5 inches when we install it, so that's a good place to start. So we take this, and before we start that, we should go ahead and we want to make sure our holes is lined up. So once again, we'll take the tape and put it down so it gives us a place to measure to the center of those holes. So there we go. I centered those back up so I can measure easily. And I know that base is going to be about, or that center of this post is going to be about 4.5 inches, because those is, and our stairs are normally pretty true to that angle. They may vary a little bit, so if it's off, it doesn't matter. But just to give you a good place to start, we should be, and that is about 4.5 inches right there. And you can see at 4.5 inches here, our angle up here is meeting this angle going real well. So we know that's about where we want to be at. So once again, we want to go ahead and square this post up good with our deck. And then we're going to want to measure over, and these were 3 1/4 to the center, so we want to make sure these cable holes are all lined up. So let's measure that. Need to move over just a smidge. Okay. Right in there is going to get us where we need to go. So then I'll put a couple temporary screws in it. Double check, make sure it didn't move around and we're still pretty square, which we are. Go ahead and put the other screws in. Okay. And once again, we want to check for plumb, and we'll plumb this up the same way. We're pretty good. We go that way just a little bit. So once again, we plumb this all up, and then we'll attach it up to our temporary rail up here. And double check for plumb again, which is going to be pretty good. Good that way. So now we have our intermediate post installed.